Welcome back to the Devil May Cry 2 playthrough. Unfortunately, the previous episode was not the last. Let's hope this one is. Let's pray and hope and beg and plead and sneeze. Whatever we have to do, let's do it, man. Let's get this game the fuck out of the way so we never have to look at it again. I might look at like some YouTube videos though, like a speed run, or you know, someone doing a deep analysis of why this game sucks so much. It's just so weird, man. Like, how the hell did they drop the ball like this? Oh god, that just hurts. I don't even know what was happening, bro, for like the last like 3 missions or so. I don't even know what the fuck was going on. Like 3 or 4 missions.
Now I'll absorb his power. I will become an all-powerful immortal.
This never ends well.
What? What's going on?
Is there a problem?
Problem. I wish I could touch this bump on my back.
Is that the medallion? You switched them?
A false coin for a false god.
Man, he really finessed him. Gotta give him credit for that. Damn, he was so excited about getting all the trinkets. He was so excited.
Showtime.
He was so excited that he didn't even realize that shit. That's Dude, I don't want to hit him. Hit the fucking boss. This guy's fucking hard. I'm just gonna sit down with the middle of combat. I get it was supposed to be like cool, but that only really works when you're strong and not just getting your ass whipped. They're just there to give me some extra damage. Should I use it? Probably shouldn't sit down in the middle of combat.
My life! I was going to be the king of this world!
King? Yeah. Here's your crown.
That would have been cooler if he would like shot his head off or something. That would have made more sense. You know, crown, head. I mean, just, here's your crown, shoots him in the chest. Oh God, it's still not over with. I know it's not over with. Yeah.
You defeated Arius.
He's not going yet, though.
There's just one thing left.
I need chips.
Kill me. Kill me and everything will be over. I thought I was a descendant of the clan that protects Vie Marly. The ones who have the blood of the devils. But the truth is, I was created by Arius. I could become a monster and attack the humans at any time. Now, kill me. It's your job to hunt devils. What? The ritual was incomplete. But the door to the demon world is... Wait. What are you doing?
My job is hunting devils.
Once you enter the demon world, you may never be able to return. I'll go. I'm expendable. You don't need to worry about me. I'm happy if I can die like a human.
No. Devils never cry.
But...
Let's leave it to fate. Heads, I go. Tails, you go. See you around.
Don't you want to hear the story about Sparta from Mathieu?
I know. He did the same thing. Hold on to my coin, Lucia.
And look at it to know how cool I am, you fucking douchebag. For shame. Please, God, let this be the last stage. This looks like some last stage shit, though. All the bosses combined. Okay. What happened here? Like, all my health just fucking disappeared, man. I don't think I had any good health. probably should not let myself keep getting hit like that, though. There's probably a certain spot you want to stand at to not get hit. Let's see if I can find it. But it seems like they're all gonna hit you hard, though. You gotta be fucking good. I see, so they died. Making it not totally easy. But you can just stay out the way. Artifacts and chaos. I would give them one thing. This is a decent idea for a final boss. They have all the bosses combined in one. That's not bad. Not a bad idea. Yeah, this is better. Just hold square and win. It's slow, but it's good. Yeah, I think this is probably the fastest death in the game. Oh, I see, of course. He wasn't go out there anymore. I figured that would be the case. That's why I saved a bit of juice for you. Get on it. This is thought he was dead. Okay. Well, I'm glad I came prepared. Damn. I still got a yellow orb too, so. This one might be a and this. Oh shit, better be careful now. Going down the last one. Oh, you go. Well, something told me that wouldn't be good. course I accounted for this. Yeah, you stupid son of a bitch. that yellow orb just allowed me to go Super Saiyan at the very end. It was perfect. Wait, I wasn't using that sword. Where did he go? No. No one-liner? That yellow orb was... Man. Exactly what I needed.
Yeah. Let's go all the way to hell.
Full hell and full devil trigger. You didn't stand a chance. Oh God, is that it? Yes. Oh my God, it's over. Thank God, it's over. I don't think I have to tell you guys what I think about this game. This game fucking sucks. You know, there were certain improvements and little things that I liked about the game. Like, I think the soundtrack was actually solid. You know, I'll give them that. You know, the music wasn't bad. Even this little tune here, like, this is some solid Devil May Cry shit. Oh man, this ending. They're making this game look cool with this ending though, with these little freeze frames. But yeah, the music is overall pretty good. I like Dante's new design. They made him look a lot cooler, if you ask me. I honestly, like, well, other than Devil May Cry 3, I would say this is Dante's coolest design. And I like the way the game feels as far as like the movement, platforming and whatnot feels smoother. I always felt like that was one of the things that kind of held Devil May Cry 1 back, is that as good of a game as it is, you're kind of forced to do these platforming segments, and the game just really isn't built for that. And with this game, you can tell that they did a better job of making the gameplay in such a way that was no longer like a big issue. You know, jumping around, moving around, dodging and all that felt more fluid. And overall just easier, you know. Movement in general was easier. So I would say that's another good thing about it overall, is that they improved the movement of the character. But obviously now we get to the downsides, like the bad parts of this game. They're pretty obvious. I mean, combat took a humongous hit. Combat is a complete joke. And it's not just the fact that it's much easier. You know, I mean, the game is honestly, it's ridiculously easy. It's easy to a fault. But just how much they dumbed down the combat system. I mean, they took the complexity of the combat system in the first game and reduced it by 2/3 easily. I mean, you look at the first game and you will find a new weapon, and then you could buy new special techniques for that specific weapon. And in this game, you find a new weapon and you just upgrade the damage, and that's it. So right there you have it's so much. Right there is much more simplified. and just how the combat flowed in general. You know, the way just all these different techniques you can utilize mid combat, pulling out, you know, the different guns and weapons and whatnot. This game just didn't have that. You know, there were a couple like it still had some.
My job is hunting devils.
Oh, let me allow him to talk.
I know. He did the same thing.
She's thinking about how she wants to give him some pussy.
Sparta did come back.
Well, looks like she's gonna get to throw that thing on him. He deserves it. He put in some good work. I hope he smashed that down. In the cannon. I hope it's canon that he smashed that down. I don't know why I'm saving, as if I'm ever gonna play this game ever again. C C C C C B C B C C B B B C C C B D. 18 missions. Okay, so yeah, back to my critique of this awful game. So yeah, the game is easy to a fault, but not just that. The combat has been simplified dramatically. I mean, it's not nearly on the same level of complexity as and depth of the first game. And you know, there is still some semblance of stylishness there, you know, with him aiming at different enemies with his dual pistols or whatever, jumping up in the air and shooting downward with your legs up in the air. That don't sound right. I mean, yeah, it's still some semblance of that stylishness, but it's just not the same. It's not the same. It's like in the first game, stylishness was something that you had to do out of necessity. You know, there were plenty of times where I was just fighting my heart out trying to survive, and you know, my style ranking was just going up, and not because I'm specifically trying to make it go up. I'm trying to fucking survive and win these fights. You know, so you had to be stylish out of necessity, really. Of course, you could always push that further and further when you really, you know, understand the game and its combat system and the combos and whatnot. But I didn't take it that far, but I'm sure it's, you know, plenty of other people have. This game doesn't have that. You know, it's like it's there because it was there, you know, in the first game. Like that was an aspect of it. But I mean, even like in this game, the whole style ranking, it feels so stale. It feels like it's just stapled on just to be there, just because they feel like they had to put it there, you know. But it was one of those things that I didn't even really pay attention to. Like, I knew it was there, and initially when I played the game, I paid attention to it just to see, like, you know, how to get that style ranking up. But after a while, I realized, like, it's not worth it. It's not even worth trying to get. And I think what I read was that the funny thing about this game, as easy as it is one of the hardest games to get like a stylish ranking in combat. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, the game is easy to a fault. The combat is dramatically simplified, and I think, even though I give them credit for Dante's new design, aesthetically, I think what they did with his personality was a step back. It's like he's a bit too emo. Not even really emo, right? I mean, people just throw that around, edgy emo, but it's not even really that. It's just he's almost too stoic and withdrawn. Whereas in the other games, he's more witty and extroverted, and like he just has a more he's kind of weird to describe him that way, but he has a more outgoing, kind of fun personality. Like, you can tell he's just kind of having fun with it all. And in this game, he just seems like he's a bit too serious. Like, yeah, he's too serious in this game. Like, I mean, just for example, I haven't played Devil May Cry 5, but I've seen the little footage of him doing the Michael Jackson dance, and like that's peak Dante, right? That is where you take that character. Like, you can tell in Devil May Cry 5, they've completely embraced that side of Dante. Dante being that fun, not taking things too seriously kind of character. You know, witty and but at the same time badass and cool, right? And it's like with this game, they went all in on the badass, serious protagonist and toned down that witty, fun aspect of him. Granted, it was like he wasn't quite all the way what, like, even in the first game, he wasn't quite what he became, would inevitably become in 3, 4, and 5. But you can see that aspect of his personality even in 1. It's just that obviously they were still trying to figure out what they were going to do with that character in that series, because it was the first game. So you can't expect them to just have everything figured out at that point, you know. But I think it was one of those things that they kind of figured out later, especially with 3, right? That, okay, this is how he needs to be. He's not this super serious, stoic badass. Like, he's a fun-loving, witty, wisecracking badass. He's that kind of character, you know, not the other. And in this game, it's like, again, they hadn't really figured out that was part of the magic of his character. But again, granted, that wasn't really as prevalent even in 1, but you can see signs of that there, right? It took till about 3 and 4 where it really began to shine. Like, oh, this is Dante. This is the true Dante that we know and love. This is how we want him to behave. This is his personality, and now it's pretty much stuck there. And the story, to be fair, I can't really say that the story in Devil May Cry 1 is that good either, right? But at least there are certain memorable moments, right? Like the banter with Phantom, you know, your little demon rival, and that super cringy part at the end with Dante and Trish, and I should have been the light in your dark soul, or whatever the fuck he said. You know, it's still like memorable moments from that game, as far as the little story parts. And this game just doesn't have that at all. I mean, the story is just completely stale. Yeah. And I think this kind of goes back to the combat somewhat, but just how they handled even the inventory system and the upgrading and shopping and whatnot. Even all of that seems just worse, for lack of a better term. Upgrading your weapons is no longer, oh, let me buy this specific technique. It's just everything is just upgrading the damage pretty much. And that's, again, goes back to what I said earlier about the combat just being so simplified. And it was kind of cool that they included like another side story with Lucia. But and really, I did both. You know, I completed hers first, and I decided to do this for the gaming channel, which you guys are watching now. But the whole Lucia thing, I mean, I like her design. I mean, I guess you got to have that female character. I mean, that's kind of like a staple of Devil May Cry at this point. You know, you have the main character, like the female lead alongside him, Trish, Lady, Lucia, whatever. I'm sure there's probably 1 in 5 as well, although they probably just brought back the older girls. But yeah, I mean that's about it, man. This game is significantly worse than the first one. I think I rated the first one like a 7.5 or an 8. So it's somewhere around there. I'm comfortable giving it like a rating around there, 7.5 to an 8. This game is like, honestly, this game is like, it's like a, let me think real quick. It's like a 4. This game is like a 4 out of 10. I would rate this game like a 4 out of 10. Anywhere from like a 3.5. I could even go as low as a 3 and I wouldn't really be mad. You know, it's just that I do think you got to give it some credit because it's a stable game, right? It's an overall stable game that it works. It's not like it's some glitch fest. I think once you get down in like the 2s and 3s, then you're talking about a game that's barely a game at that point. Like as far as like the production value, and I don't think this game is lacking in production value. That's why I don't really want to go as low as a 3. I think as far as the production values, you know, those are on point for the most part. You know, it's just they didn't really do anything spectacular with the characters or the setting, the stage, the level design, and the story and whatnot. But you know, graphically it looks good. The music is decent. Sound effects and whatnot are okay, I guess. But so yeah, I guess you got to give it some credit for, you know, decent production quality. But that's about it. You know, as far as like gameplay, story and whatnot is completely lacking. So I would give this game a 4 out of 10. And let's see what I got. I'm sure I unlocked something. Dante's costume change and mission select mode are now available. Look at that gay ass scarf. Oh man, apparently they did some kind of partnership with a Diesel, a clothing line. Bloody Palace is now available. Now enjoy the hard. Please. Maybe that's how you're supposed to play it. Like maybe you're supposed to play it on hard mode. I don't know, but whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I sure didn't. I'll see you guys next time for the next playthrough. Johnny.